At first, it seemed like just another routine border crossing, until a convoy of 57 trucks rolled into view, engines humming beneath the desert sun. Official papers claimed they carried food, aid, and supplies. But Captain Ibrahim Traoré had learned that what appeared harmless at the border often hid betrayal. With one command, he stopped them in their tracks. What he uncovered would not only shock the nation, but reveal a truth about Africa's stolen wealth that the world had tried to keep buried for decades. Burkina Faso sits in the heart of West Africa, a land rich in gold, cotton, and fertile soil. Yet its people live in poverty, watching endless convoys leave with treasures they never see. For generations, outsiders took what they wanted, masking theft as trade or aid. Traoré, a young soldier who had risen to leadership, promised to break this cycle. He knew every shipment told a hidden story. On that day, the 57 trucks seemed ordinary, neatly stamped papers, polite drivers, sacks labeled as food. But villagers nearby murmured, "Why do these supplies never reach us?" Traoré felt something was wrong. This was no normal shipment. His instincts told him the cargo concealed something far greater, something stolen. He ordered inspections. At first glance, crates of rice, boxes of medical gear, and sacks of grain appeared genuine. But the seals were too fresh, the weights didn't add up, and the drivers avoided every glance. Then came the reveal. Beneath thin layers of supplies were hidden compartments, gold dust packed in barrels, raw cotton crammed tight, ready for export. Minerals, coltan, cobalt, bauxite, stacked in crates, worth fortunes abroad. This was no mistake. It was organized theft. The very wealth that could build schools and hospitals was being smuggled away, disguised as aid. And it wasn't just a few criminals. It was the system itself. News spread fast. Villagers gathered, whispering. Some felt hope. Finally, someone had caught them. Others feared consequences, knowing powerful nations never tolerated disruption of their supply chains. History had shown Africa's wealth was always guarded fiercely, but never for Africans. Traoré stood in silence, the weight of history pressing on him. To wave the trucks through would mean safety. To stop them meant defiance against forces far bigger than himself. The sun dipped low. All eyes fixed on Traoré. He raised his hand. Unload everything. Crate by crate, the lie collapsed. Beneath bags of rice were uncut gold bars. Beneath medicine boxes, rare minerals spilled onto the sand. Gasps erupted. Old miners wiped their eyes, realizing what generations of labor had been stolen. Mothers clutched children. Soldiers clenched fists. This convoy wasn't delivering aid, it was robbing futures. And for the first time, it had been caught red-handed. But Traoré knew what this meant. Retaliation, sanctions, maybe even war. He wasn't just stopping trucks. He was challenging centuries of exploitation, a racialized system built on Africa's silence. And still, he did not yield. Within days, the story spread across the continent. 57 trucks carrying billions in stolen wealth stopped at the border. To the people, it confirmed what they always suspected. Africa was not poor, it was being plundered. The world framed it differently, calling it trade disruption or political recklessness. But Africans saw it clearly. For the first time, someone had dared to expose the theft hidden beneath paperwork and polite signatures. Yes, threats followed. Yes, pressure mounted. But something had shifted. Traoré's stand became a symbol of resistance, proof that one act of courage could break the silence. And it left behind a haunting truth. If these trucks had not been stopped, how much more of Africa's wealth would have disappeared unseen? Sometimes, history turns not on battles, but on a single moment of refusal. This was one of them.